G'day everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jono. It's been a hot minute since we've done a coffee vid, but I've got an origami here and I'm super keen to get into it. The origami does look like a V60 and for all intents and purposes does a similar thing. However, the key physical differences are these veins. There are 20 veins, whether you get the 2, the 4, the 6 cup origami, it'll be 20 veins and the filter papers will fit perfectly in those veins. They say on the internet that the veins in the origami will actually create air pockets in between each vein that will help regulate the flow. So we'll see if that does anything or not, but what I'm more interested in is the flat bottom of the filter papers. So that kind of just bridges the gap a bit more between percolation and immersion brewing. And it's going to change the way the slurry reacts as well with our brewing method. So I'm actually more interested to see what effect that will have on the end result than the veins per se. All right, so let's make a cup of coffee now. I'm going to use a Colombian geisha from Quindío, which is just lovely. I'm going to use my standard V60 recipe, which I will link up here, and let's have a look at the results. Brewing with the origami, it's very similar to a V60 as you'd expect. However, the slurry is a lot kind of shorter and wider as well, which means that any agitation that you do is going to affect the bed a lot more than in per se a V60. So depending on your desired results in your recipe, that's going to have an impact. So the flavors in this Colombian geisha that we're expecting are things like jasmine, orange blossom, caramel-like sweetness, and green tea. And all those flavors are there, but with one notable change. I grind all my coffees here on an EK43, and the style of blades that are in the EK generally give you a very direct, very high clarity kind of flavor profile with pretty much anything you put into it. And what the V60 does is really bring that clarity to the forefront, especially with the recipe that I use. The origami kind of does the opposite. And this brings me back to what I said at the start of the video, where we're kind of blurring that line between percolation and immersion with the flat bottom filter papers. That's not to take away from anything that the origami is doing. If anything, in my own personal opinion, it's actually a welcome change. Because we have a lot of geisha here, we drink a lot of V60, and this with that fuller mouthfeel and that more textural experience is actually a really welcome change to a lot of geisha coffees that we have. Let me know in the comments if you have an origami and your experiences with it. If you just have a V60, you should definitely get your hands on an origami because you don't have to change your recipe one bit. You can just do your same V60 recipe in the origami and have a different cup of coffee. So final verdict, look, I really like it. I'm going to use it until I get sick of it and then I'll probably use it some more. So thanks heaps for watching the video guys. Hit like and subscribe if you feel inclined and I'll see you on the next video.